morning, staging demonstrations over the mortal remains of the victim. Your channel also picked up the dramatic visuals of protesters armed with sticks taking to the streets and defying the heavy security deployment in the area. Multiple arsoning incidents were reported in the area in the wake of the alleged firing and stone pelting. It was alleged that a mob even pelted stones at the office of Sardar BJP MLA Anupama Jaiswal and tore off her posters. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath put out a post on his X handle saying that those vitiating the ambience and communal amity in Mahasi wouldn't be spared. The Chief Minister chaired a meeting with top security officials, after which internet services were temporarily suspended in the area. According to top sources, 5 companies of Provincial Armed Constabulary or PAC were rushed to the area, while fire services personnel were also scrambled from several districts.
द्वारा समस्त गतिविधियों की विस्तृत वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग कराई गई है और इसको बहुत गंभीरतापूर्वक लिया गया। जिस तरह इतने बड़े पर्व पे सौहार्द को खराब करने का प्रयास अराजक तत्वों द्वारा किया गया है और सभी की पहचान कर उनके विरुद्ध कठोर से कठोर कार्रवाई की जाएगी। महाराजगंज में ऑलरेडी लगभग 25 लोगों को पुलिस हिरासत में ले चुकी है, जिन्होंने वहाँ पे आज पूरा डिस्टर्बेंस किया।
Meanwhile, the police registered a case against 10 people in connection with the violence. Amid the probe into the alleged firing and stone pelting, the big question is, are there attempts to stir the communal pot in UP ahead of the crucial assembly by-elections?
Moving on, viewers, after withdrawing the cases against Hubballi rioters, the Congress's appeasement politics has peaked in the state of Karnataka because today the Siddaramaiah government has also withdrawn cases against the AIMIM leader who was accused of leading a pro-hijab rally in Kalaburgi. And this, even as BK Hariprasad, an MLC in the Congress party, is demanding a clean sheet for all those accused in the DJ Halli and KJ Halli riots as well in Bengaluru. Here's the report. First, cases withdrawn against Hubballi rioters. Now, pro-hijab lobby gets a free pass. Congress's appeasement politics rears its ugly head once again. Just days ago, we exposed how the Grand Old Party cleared riot-accused AIMIM leaders. And now, Congress strikes again, giving a clean chit to another AIMIM leader caught in the hijab controversy. Meet Zahiruddin Ansari, an AIMIM leader accused of leading a Hijab is our right rally in Kalaburgi's Aland. Ansari, who holds the position of Taluk president, now walks free thanks to Congress's selective appeasement. But where is justice for the Hindu students? They continue to fight their legal battles, abandoned by the very government that claims equality.
इस सरकार कम्युनल और क्रिमिनल गवर्नमेंट है। कम्युनल को सपोर्ट करता है, क्रिमिनल को मदद करता है। कांग्रेस है क्रिमिनल को मदद करने के लिए, कम्युनल को सपोर्ट करने के लिए। उसको वोट बैंक के वजह से आज सपोर्ट कर रहा है। जिन्ना के जैसे कांग्रेस है।
Siddaramaiah's cabinet's decision of withdrawing cases in Hubballi riots 2022. It's very unfortunate. And Siddaramaiah is also aware when the matter is in the court, when National Investigation Agency is investigating this matter, it was none of the business of the state government to withdraw the cases. Siddaramaiah is very clever and is very smart. When he is on the verge of when he is on the verge of giving resignation for the CM's post, now by taking such decisions, he is trying to gain sympathy. He is trying to gain sympathy, but I don't think it's going to help. Siddaramaiah is bound to resign.
Even Union Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy has slammed the Congress for this divisive move.
ಸುಮಾರು 48-52 ಪ್ರಕರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಸನ್ನು ವಾಪಸ್ ತಗೋತೀವಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿದು ಸೇರಿದಾಗೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು NIA ತನಿಖೆಯ ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಇದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ತೆಗಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನೆನ್ನೆ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸಮಜಾಯಿಷಿ ಕೊಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಗಲಭೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಿತವಾಗಿ ಕಾರಣಕರ್ತರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಶೋಭೆ ತರಲ್ಲ.
And what does Karnataka's Home Minister have to say? Once again, he defends the indefensible, just as he did when cases were dropped for Hubballi rioters.
See, it is not just suo motu we withdraw the cases, or just like that we don't withdraw. There is a procedure in the government, there is a cabinet subcommittee headed by a Home Minister, and this will be examined in the department and brought to the subcommittee. And subcommittee, using all its wisdom, it will take a decision, either to withdraw or not to withdraw. Then it will go before the cabinet again. Ultimately, the cabinet will take a decision. Then also we will present it before the court, respective courts. And if the court says yes, this can be withdrawn, or whatever the government has taken a decision is right, you can withdraw. Then we will withdraw. Otherwise, it cannot be withdrawn.
Congress's double standards stand fully exposed. While riot accused and pro-hijab leaders walk free, innocent Hindu students are left to fend for themselves. This is not justice. This is blatant appeasement. As the Congress continues to play vote bank politics, the question remains, how long will Karnataka suffer under this biased regime? With that, viewers, it's time for a quick break. But on the other side, we'll get you all the big breakthroughs in the Siddiqui assassination case. Stay tuned.
Navratri is the celebration of divine feminine energy and empowerment. And what is empowerment without financial rights? Well, this is the time to empower yourself, and financial literacy is the most important sword for it. Women in India possess many financial shaktis that many of us are not aware of, and it helps to defeat the modern day demons. Let's explore 5 such financial shaktis or rights that empower women to take charge of their financial lives. The first demon that troubles women is the notorious discrimination, who differentiates between men and women when it comes to pay equality. Imagine putting in the same hard work as your male colleagues, yet still being underpaid. This not only impacts your monthly income, but also your ability to make long-term investments and build wealth. To face and defeat this, you must use the powers that comes with the Equal Remuneration Act 1976. Under this act, every woman has the right to be paid equally for equal work. Whether you are interning, working full-time or hustling in a startup, if you discover you are earning less than your male colleagues, for the same work, you may approach the labor codes of your state and fight for your right. The second demon women face is greed, the one who attempts to seize a woman's assets and wealth in the name of customs and traditions. Girls often receive gifts, jewelry, money and property during marriage or other ceremonies collectively known as Stridhan. As per the Hindu Succession Act, Stridhan belongs exclusively to women and no one can take it from you without your consent. And if someone tries to take it away,
$13,000 placements last year. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
लाडले लखन लाल की जय, माता सीता की जय। अमरीश
हम लोग पूरा इंडिया एक है। हम ये लोग अभी मनाएंगे, हमारे साथ दशहरा हम मनाते हैं, ईद, ये देश ही ऐसा है, तो इसमें कभी कोई फूट डालने की कोशिश नहीं करें। यही मेरा मैसेज है, मोदी जी का जो मैसेज है सबका साथ सबका विकास, वही मैं चाहता हूँ वो सच हो। और मुझे दिख रहा है कि भारत बहुत ही सही दिशा में चल रहा है हर जगह से, तो आप सबका हम सबका फर्ज बनता है कि इसे और बेटर बनाएं, हमारे बच्चों के लिए एक बहुत ही सुंदर भविष्य दें। लोगों को यही मैसेज देना चाहेंगे कि देखिए कीचड़ था पहले बहुत 2014 से पहले, और फिर कमल खिला, और कमल खिलने के बाद मोदी जी जैसे आए इंसान जो मुझे लगता है नॉर्मल इंसान नहीं है, उनके फेस पे देख के ऐसा लगता है कि ऐसा तेज है, ऐसा प्रताप है जैसे कि वो अवतार ही हैं। तो वैसे लोग जो हैं, जो अच्छे लोग हैं, सिर्फ उनको सपोर्ट करें। हमें समझ में आ जाता है कि कौन अच्छा है कौन बुरा है, तो देश का भला जो चाहता है उन्हीं को वोट दें। ऐसे लोग आगे चलें, और जितना भी हम कोशिश करें, देश के अंदर जो सिस्टम चल रहा है उसको चेंज करना बहुत हार्ड है। कोशिश तो जारी है, बहुत चीजें चेंज हुई हैं, लेकिन जो हमारा सनातन धर्म है, जहाँ से हम सब, ये अधिक विश्व में भारत सबकी माँ है, यहीं से दुनिया शुरू हुई है, यहीं से प्रकृति पूरी दुनिया में फैली है। तो भारत के जो लोग हैं वो ब्लेस्ड हैं, इट्स गॉड्स ओन कंट्री, एंड नो मैटर व्हाट वी कॉल गॉड, कोई ऊपर जाके वापस तो नहीं आया, लेकिन 101% सनातन धर्म इज द ग्रेट धर्म जो कभी यानी मिट ही नहीं सकता, बढ़ते ही जाएगा। ये जो बच्चे यहाँ आते हैं और यहाँ आशीर्वाद देते हैं, मुझे बड़ी खुशी होती है, क्योंकि यही है जो हमारे भारत को आगे भविष्य है। और मैं प्रे करता हूँ कि मोदी जी की लाइफ लंबी हो, योगी जी की लाइफ लंबी हो, ऐसे लोगों की लाइफ लंबी हो जो सिर्फ देश की सेवा करें। वीरेंद्र सचदेवा जी जो हमारे दोस्त भी हैं, बहुत मेहनत कर रहे हैं सब। अब 100% ये है कि हमारा सब भी फर्ज बनता है हम बाहर निकलें और वोट करें, तभी जाके कुछ अच्छा होगा। जय श्री राम! जय श्री राम!
Welcome back. Communal violence in Uttar Pradesh town of Bahraich now under control, but clearly shows the kind of tinderbox situations become. The Yogi government, of course, forcing a quick clampdown on any further flare-up. All that and more. Let's begin with the headlines. India summons Canadian charge d'affaires amid escalating tensions between the two nations. India-Canada diplomatic row explodes. India says Trudeau government's vote bank politics, putting life of Indian diplomatic team in Ottawa in danger. As doctors continue fast unto death, protest deadlock continues between Mamata government and junior doctors in Kolkata. Police are investigating various angles in the murder of Baba Siddique, including any dispute related to Slum Rehabilitation Authority SRA scheme projects in Mumbai. Court rejects bail plea of actor Darshan and Pavitra Gowda in Renuka Swami murder case earlier in the day in Bengaluru. Right, let's begin with the story under our focus. Tension gripped Bahraich in Uttar Pradesh a day after shots were allegedly fired and stones pelted at an idol immersion procession, leaving one person dead. According to reports, a clash broke out between two groups during the immersion procession at the Maharajganj town in the Mahsi area of Bahraich. It was alleged
that some miscreants in the crowd opened fire and pelted bricks and stones at the procession, leaving a youth dead. Fears of an escalation spread fast in the morning after, as locals came out on the streets and staged a demonstration over the mortal remains of the victim, demanding justice and arrest of those who had carried out the killing. Dramatic visuals showed locals armed with sticks taking to the streets amid heavy security deployment in the area, as multiple incidents of arson were reported in the wake of the alleged firing and stone pelting. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath said those violating the ambience of Mahasi wouldn't be spared. Watch this report.
Tension spiraled in Uttar Pradesh's Bahraich on Monday after a youth was killed in the violence that erupted during idol immersion procession the night before. According to local reports, two groups clashed during the immersion procession in the Mahasi area of Bahraich on Sunday late evening. It was alleged that shots were fired and stones were pelted at the procession, leaving a youth dead. Hundreds of locals came out on the streets on Monday morning, staging demonstrations.
All right, we have cut out of the package because there is a development at the South Block, the headquarters of the Ministry of External Affairs on Raisina. Canadian Charge d'Affaires Stewart Wheeler has arrived, and he's come there because he has been summoned by the MEA to the South Block to be issued a demarche. India telling Canada to desist from the indulgence we are seeing on Khalistani extremists that are present on the Canadian soil. In fact, earlier in the day, there was a strong statement coming in from the MEA, panning not just Canadian government, but Justin Trudeau personally for the very hostile position his government has taken, compromising India's territorial integrity and sovereignty by harboring okay. Okay, these are pictures of Canadian envoy. We're getting you pictures from the South Block. Okay, we have Harsha reporting live from South Block. Harsha, if you're getting me, please tell us. There seems to be some confusion. The Canadian envoy was supposed to come. Who's there on the screen? Is it US envoy who has come, and for what?
Yes, Abhishek, you rightly pointed out the Canadian envoy is yet not arrived at MEA. We were told that in another 10 to 15 minutes the Canadian envoy will reach MEA. But the visuals right now which we saw on our screen is of the US envoy who have just reached MEA and not the Canadian envoy. And they have asked us that this is some official meeting. But yes, Canadian envoy will be reaching shortly in the 10 to 15 minutes. So there was some confusion because the arrival of the Canadian envoy was supposed to be around between 6:20 to 6:25, but it seems like there's a bit late in his arrival. But this visuals on our screen, this right now of the US envoy which has just arrived at the MEA. Back to you.
Okay, so it's US envoy Eric Garcetti who's there for a regular meeting. This is not the summons and the Canadian envoy reaching there, and he should be there in a while, but this is some regular meeting at the South Block of the Ministry of External Affairs for which the US ambassador Eric Garcetti has arrived. These are pictures of that coming in live, and insofar as our story of India-Canada diplomatic row is concerned, that should happen with the Canadian envoy reaching South Block in a while from now. All right, moving on, a big breakthrough in the ongoing probe in the killing of former Maharashtra Minister and senior politician of the NCP Ajit Pawar faction Baba Siddique. That happened day before yesterday. The Mumbai Police Crime Branch has nabbed the absconding third assailant from Pune. Meanwhile, Zeeshan Siddique, a native of Shankar village in Punjab's Jalandhar district, has emerged as the alleged fourth accused in the fatal shooting of the senior NCP leader. In a mega scoop, your channel has exclusively learned that not just Baba Siddique but his son Zeeshan was also on target of the shooters. According to top sources, an insider tipped off the assailants to the location of the NCP leader and his son at their Bandra office last evening. We bring to you this report on all the latest in the sensational murder case and the probe. Have a look.
The probe into the shocking murder of top NCP leader Baba Siddique clicked into top gear as the Mumbai Police Crime Branch nabbed the absconding third shooter from Pune. The third assailant was identified as Praveen Lonkar. Sources in the crime branch said that the sleuths plan to confront all three accused later today. It is also reliably learned that the crime branch is also on the lookout for Praveen's brother Shubham Lonkar and two other absconding accused. According to the top sources, the Lonkar brothers were the key conspirators in the killing of top NCP leader who was formerly with the Congress. It further emerged that Praveen Lonkar arranged the firearms for the contract killing. Meanwhile, in a mega scoop, Republic has learned that Zeeshan Siddique, a resident of Shankar village in Punjab's Jalandhar district, has emerged as the fourth accused in the case. According to sources, his house has been lying abandoned for the last 15 days, with his father and brother reportedly untraceable.
पहले तो ठीक था जी, अच्छा था, ऐसी कोई बात इसके बारे में सुनी नहीं थी। जब से बिश्नोई गैंग में जी गया, तब से इसकी गांव में तो आया ही नहीं है ना। अभी पता चला पहले जमानत हुई थी इसकी। कल जब आपकी न्यूज़ के माध्यम से पता चला भी ऐसे हो गया, न्यूज़ में आ रहा था, तो तब पता लगा भी इसका उसमें भी नाम है। 4 साल पहले ये बिश्नोई गैंग में चला गया। सिद्धू मूसेवाला का जब मर्डर हुआ ना, उसमें भी इसका नाम आया था। पापा के साथ किसी का झगड़ा हुआ था, उसका बदले के कारण ये ऐसे चला गया, वहां पे बिश्नोई गैंग में चला गया।
In another scoop, it has emerged that Baba Siddique was not the only target, as his son Zeeshan was also on the radar of the assailants. Top sources privy to the ongoing probe said that an insider shared the location details of the NCP leader and his son with the shooters. The former minister was shot outside his son's Mumbai office and succumbed to his injuries after he was rushed to the nearby Lilavati Hospital. It is exclusively learned that the crime branch may also question Saurabh Mahakal, who is linked to the murder of rapper turned politician Siddhu Moosewala in connection with the killing of Baba Siddique.
We have got exclusive information that Mumbai Police Crime Branch may question Saurabh Mahakal, who is lodged in the Pune Rural Jail. As far as Saurabh Mahakal's role is concerned, remember Saurabh Mahakal is someone who was in fact involved in Siddhu Moosewala murder case. And now it seems that, Mumbai Police Crime Branch may question Saurabh Mahakal in this very matter. As far as Zeeshan Siddique's linkages with Saurabh Mahakal case is concerned, remember in Punjab, CIA had busted a racket regarding Lawrence Bishnoi and Vikram Brar.
With the probe gathering momentum and many more suspects on the hunt, it appears only a matter of time now before the larger conspiracy behind the killing of the NCP heavyweight is out in public domain.
All right, moving on to another story, very important one from Karnataka. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's son Rahul Kharge has written to the Chief Executive Officer of Karnataka Industrial Areas Development Board seeking cancellation of the ownership of 5-acre plot allotted to the Siddharth Vihar Trust. The move by Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's son comes close on the heels of Chief Minister Siddaramaia's wife Parvati returning the 14 sites to Mysuru Urban Development Authority after the Lokayukt police registered a case against Siddaramaiah, his wife and brother-in-law in what is known as the Mudai scam. Have a look.
These are all forces and interests that are working with the Congress party to destabilize the government of India. to create a narrative that is a fake narrative, to create a mahol, as they say in Hindi, that somehow the government, Narendra Modi's government is anti-farmer. All these lies are slowly and systematically being exposed, and therefore it is clear that the Congress party, who will campaign in every election in the name of the poor, is not interested in doing anything but grabbing power with the help of any vested interest, with the help of any strategy, however repugnant or however bad the strategy or the vested interest may be.
कर्नाटक के मुख्यमंत्री सिद्धरामैया ने जो किया, अपनी पत्नी के नाम 14 प्लॉट कर लिए, फिर उन्हें वो सरेंडर करने की बात कर रहे हैं। ऐसा ही मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी इतने वरिष्ठ नेता हैं, उन्होंने भी यही कुछ ऐसा किया। अब ये सब उनको वापस करते घूम रहे हैं। जब चोर पकड़ा जाता है तो वो या तो चोरी का सामान वापस करता है या कहता मेरे खिलाफ षड्यंत्र हो रहा है। तो देश के माल को लूट करके इन्होंने अपने घरों को भरा है। इन सब की प्रॉपर्टी की जांच तो कराओ। मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी के जो सुपुत्र हैं, जरा जब वो राजनीति में नहीं थे उनकी संपत्ति कितनी थी? खुद मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी जब राजनीति में नहीं थे उनकी संपत्ति कितनी थी, अब कितनी है?
All right, on that note, we slip into a short break, but Live and Breaking continues on the other side.
Massive showdown over Baba Siddique's murder. Baba Siddique murder, mafia in top focus. Questions unanswered. Who is behind murder plot? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
करीब 6:30 बजे के आसपास कंट्रोल रूम के माध्यम से ये सूचना हमें प्राप्त हुई थी कि 2 कैदी, इसमें एक सजा याफ्ता कैदी और एक अंडर ट्रायल में था, यहाँ से सीढ़ी लगा के कल रात के समय फरार हुए हैं। पूर्व में जेल प्रशासन द्वारा खुद इसमें चेकिंग की जा रही थी। आज सुबह इनके द्वारा जब पुलिस को बताया गया, हम लोगों के द्वारा अभी कॉम्बिंग और लगातार सभी जगह पर चेकिंग चल रही है और निर्धारित जो हमारी धाराएं हैं, एप्रोप्रिएट धाराओं में मुकदमा कायम किया गया है और जल्दी इनकी तलाश करके जो भी वैधानिक कार्रवाई होगी इनकी अरेस्टिंग हम से प्रयास करेंगे।
किस केस में ये Over 226 hours on, doctors' fast unto death continues. Doctors undeterred by Mamata government's apathy. Battle for justice continues. When will Mamata act? Debating tonight at 8:30 p.m.
Life beyond Earth is an idea which has forever been enchanting and enticing, from ISRO in India to Elon Musk in the United States, as also, of course, NASA. They have been working with missions being sent in outer space to look for any trace of life. As part of that ongoing project, NASA, in fact, is launching Mission Europa Clipper, which is going to specifically scan Jupiter's fourth largest moon, Europa. Take a look at this report.
3, 2, 1, 0.
After the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO set a new milestone in the deep space mission Chandrayaan-3, its American counterpart NASA is set to launch arguably its most ambitious mission till date. The US Space Agency, which for years has been a trailblazer with its missions into the deep space, is now set to journey to Jupiter's fourth largest moon, Europa. Mission Europa Clipper is aimed at looking for signs of life in one of Jupiter's 95 satellites. The mission underlines the global quest by the larger community of space scientists to search for life beyond Earth. In a social media post, NASA said, Europa is widely considered to be the most congenial place in our solar system beyond Earth to have life. It said beneath the icy surface of Jupiter's fourth largest moon lies an ocean, rising hopes that the satellite may inhabit life. Through the Europa Clipper mission, the NASA hopes to gather new details about the satellites that scientists believe could potentially hold life. As Europa Clipper lifts off, the question on the lips of all curious sky gazers is, will NASA's latest mission throw up signs of life?
Let's look at some stories from around the world. International wrap. Sri Lanka's new government, led by Anura Kumara Dissanayake, on Monday told its Supreme Court that it would reconsider the approval granted by the previous government to India's Adani Group for a wind power project. A 5-member Supreme Court bench was told on behalf of the Attorney General that a decision to review the project had been taken at a cabinet meeting held on October 7. All right, we are cutting live to pictures of Canadian envoy Stuart Wheeler arriving at the South Block. These are pictures of Stuart Wheeler, the Charge d'Affaires of Canada in New Delhi, and he has been summoned by the Ministry of External Affairs for a démarche. Remember, that's essentially a reprimand, which is in diplomacy is called a démarche, and India is issuing a démarche to Canada because of its communication last evening in which it declared India's High Commissioner to Ottawa, Ambassador Sanjay Verma, a person of interest in an ongoing investigation. And the investigation is obviously connected with the killing of Khalistani separatist and terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. And India has made its position clear that any indulgence with elements who are against India's territorial integrity and sovereignty are not going to be tolerated. In fact, Canada has, under Justin Trudeau, has been escalating the diplomatic standoff since it came out with the credible allegations, as Justin Trudeau said. And now things coming to a pass where this is the third or fourth time in the last 1 year that the Canadian envoy has been issued a démarche. Harsha Chandwani is there live from South Block, where Stuart Wheeler has just wheeled in, and let's listen to Harsha. Harsha, after a long wait, finally the Canadian envoy arriving. How long before we hear him, we catch him after he comes out of that démarche? It's a very crisp, short process where a mid-level officer of the South Block Ministry of External Affairs reads the démarche, and the envoy then makes his way back. Are you expecting that there is going to be a soundbite soon?
Yes, Abhishek, you rightly pointed out the meeting will go on just another for 5-10 minutes, and after 5-10 minutes we could again get the visuals of Canadian diplomat Stuart Wheeler coming out of the MEA. The visuals which we saw right now was of the Canadian envoy along with one more one more diplomatic official arrived here at MEA, and earlier he was supposed to arrive at around 6:25 p.m. but it took him almost like more than half an hour to about the given time which was given. More than half an hour it took, and it's almost 7 o'clock when he has arrived right now at MEA. We are getting to know, we have been told that after another 5 to 10 minutes he will again be out of the MEA, and this is very more important because he was summoned by the MEA today to arrive here after we saw that the India already stated refuted the allegations leveled on its High Commissioner, which was being said by Justin Trudeau, and the statement was given that he is a person of interest, and it was refuted. It was called preposterous, and after that he was summoned today, and we have seen right now the visuals on our screen, and we will stay with the visuals here at South Block only. Abhishek, this is the Ministry of External Affairs where he has arrived right now, just now, and the mid-level official of the MEA will be interacting with the Canadian diplomat. We have got to know through our sources that. Back to you.
We should be seeing Stuart Wheeler, the Deputy High Commissioner of Canada, coming back, and we are going to continue to bring to you those pictures from the South Block on Raisina Hill in a bit.
Massive showdown over Baba Siddique's murder. Baba Siddique murder, mafia in top focus. Questions unanswered. Who is behind murder plot? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
character, the taste of success.
Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
India summons the Canadian charge d'affaires amid escalating tensions between the two countries. As India and Canada diplomatic standoff escalates, India says Trudeau government's vote bank politics is putting the life of Indian diplomatic team in danger. As doctors continue fast unto death, protest deadlock continues between Mamata Banerjee government and junior doctors. Police investigating various angles in the murder of Baba Siddique, including the dispute related to the slum rehab projects. And the court rejects bail plea of actor Darshan and Pavitra Gowda in the Renuka Swamy murder case. Ladies and gentlemen, big escalation in the India-Canada diplomatic tensions after Canada crossed a red line regarding our Indian High Commissioner there. India has summoned the chargé d'affaires who arrived at the MEA a few minutes back. We had the live pictures coming in a few minutes back. I'm going across straight to the pictures because what is happening right now between India and Canada is unprecedented. Just when you thought the relations were at an all-time low, Canada has made it worse. And I'm going across to the pictures. Those are the pictures coming in right now. This follows India's very, very strongly worded statement on the diplomatic communication from Canada, saying that Prime Minister Trudeau's hostility to India has been long in evidence. In 2018, his visit to India, which was aimed at currying favour with the vote bank, rebounded to his discomfort. His cabinet has included individuals who openly associate with an extremist and separatist agenda regarding India. His naked interference in Indian internal politics in December 2020 showed how far he was willing to go in this regard. Such is the statement that has been released by the MEA a few minutes back, and we had the chargé d'affaires who was summoned. And he is on your screens right now at the MEA. I'm going across straight to, I have a special guest first of all on This Is Exclusive this evening. I have Harshvardhan Shringla. Harshvardhan Shringla is the chief coordinator for India's G20 presidency in 2023. He's also previously served as the Foreign Secretary of India. And Mr. Shringla, thank you for joining us first of all. You have been well versed with India's relationship with Canada. Very, very deep ties at one point. Would you call this the lowest point in the relationship between India and Canada, Mr. Shringla, with the developments today?
Yeah, I think the relationship has hit a low point. You correctly pointed out that we didn't think it could go any lower, but it seems to have. And